Every hero needs a mentor, a guide, an ally, one with unique wisdom, insight, proven experience, one who's traveled the road before and is willing to show you the way, to protect you, aid you, and accelerate your path to victory.
Thank you all for showing up. Welcome to our home here in Miami Beach. I am glad all of you are with me, and I am certain by the time we're done, you will be very glad that you showed up here as well. Now, I imagine that many of you feel overwhelmed by the speed of progress and the constant change in our modern world. I know the feeling myself. I feel exactly the same way. Fortunately for you, it is my job to figure all this out while you stay focused on the day-to-day and the hand-to-hand combat of building your business and leading your teams. So when you're doing that, meanwhile, my business is doing the often frustrating and brain-damaging work of research, study, curation, and hopefully eventual sense-making so that I can now then distill the best of what it is that I've figured out simply and clearly for you in the short time that we're going to be together. So today we're talking about how you, as a small to mid-sized business, how you can integrate these new generative AI tools easily to improve your sales, your marketing, your recruiting, and your leadership to grow your business faster, easier, and more efficiently. Now, one of the first principles of the marketplace is this: a massively disproportionate advantage is gained if you can be the first to leverage new technology or to exploit a new channel that opens up before your competition wakes up to it. If you lead the way, you get orders and orders of magnitude more benefit than if you are in the, say, 20th or 40th percentile to adopt what's new and adapt to what's changing, for example. But that advantage is directly related to the pace of innovation. And so for the faster pace of innovation, the shorter the window, that advantage exists. So that is why I have called this special session with you here today, to give you that first mover advantage in leveraging these new innovations, to give you a huge leap ahead of your competition. So let me set the stage here, okay? We are at a very unique moment in time. We are right now standing at the very beginning, not of just a new technology innovation. I want to make that clear, but as an entire platform shift, and one that will usher in a number of new trillion-dollar companies and industries. The platform shift of generative AI be more significant than the invention of the Gutenberg press or radio, television, personal computers, the birth of the internet, the smartphone, and the launch of cloud services. Seriously, it is hard to overstate the significance of how artificial intelligence will affect every aspect of how we work, how we play, and how we live our lives. The reason is this, okay? It will be integrated into, it will augment, and it will power almost every aspect and function of our lives. Marc Andreessen, the famed Silicon Valley investor, the inventor of the first widely used internet browser, which laid the groundwork for the modern age, put it this way: the potential impact of this is hard to grasp, he said. It's somewhere between affecting all software that exists and all human endeavors. Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, which created ChatGPT, said recently in an interview with ABC News, quote, "This will be the greatest technology humanity has developed to drastically improve our lives." Here's a good line for your notes, okay? Hopefully you're taking notes. Technology will not be technology anymore. It will be the interface to our reality. It is becoming integrated into every human function. It is an intermediary between us and our life experience. With ChatGPT, or generative AI, the reason why it is so significant is this: everything that involves language, communication, computation, and creativity of any kind, AI will permeate it which is why it is far more affecting than any platform shift we've experienced in the past. It's believed that AI will be the revolution of our lives, ushering in a golden age, at least for the short term, for humanity. And I'm not going to go into the dystopian future worries about AI and how it's going to relegate the human race to obsolescence, okay? We're not going to deal with that, okay? We're just talking about how it's going to affect our lives in the immediate term. It will create a massive seismic change in our work and in all our creative outputs. Individuals at every level of society who become familiar with and skilled at using and integrating these tools will have an opportunity to do better and more impactful work than they ever have before. You see, I know that people worry that AI will replace people, but rather than replacing people, AI will empower people, allowing individuals, single people, to make an impact on a scale that matches some of the biggest businesses and research labs and creative organizations of today. I mean, think about that. You will be able to create an output, what it takes corporations with hundreds of employees to create an output now. The financial and entrepreneurial opportunities are endless. So, the first mindset that I would ask that you adopt here today is this: AI is not here to replace me. AI is here to supercharge me. If right now you are a human, and with the proper use of AI, I'm telling you, you could become superhuman. Think of Tony Stark, okay? The human being. Now think of Tony Stark using Jarvis. Now he's superhuman and can do superhero stuff. Tony Stark is still a meat sack human being, just like the rest of us. But with Jarvis, he now has superhuman powers. That's what this has the capability of doing for each and every one of us individually. At the most minimum level, and starting immediately, not some distant future, you and every person on your team will now be able to consume, process, and make sense of 10 times the information, data, analysis, and produce 10 times the output, productivity, and impact, which, if you just do the math on that, is 100 times increase per person in every area of your business. I mean, just think about that. It's also important to note that generative AI is not just about automation. It's about augmentation and about acceleration. It gives professionals and creatives the tools to do specific tasks dramatically faster, which frees them up to spend more time doing things that only humans can do. And the second mindset that I would ask that you adopt from the start here is one of excitement, not fear. You are already experiencing AI all day, every day. It is nothing to be terrified about, and it's already making your life so much easier, so much more convenient and productive. It is what powers Siri or your Google Assistant and Alexa. All social media platforms use AI to personalize feeds and recommend content. All search engines and online shopping sites like Amazon use AI to help you find what you're looking for and rank search results. AI is used in medical imaging, diagnosis, drug discovery, and personalized treatment planning. Uber, self-driving cars, and drones use AI to navigate and make decisions on the road or in the air. AI is used in fraud detection, credit scoring, investment analysis, and trading algorithms. AI detects and prevents cyber attacks and identifies potential security vulnerabilities in networks and systems. So, you see what I mean? And those are just a few examples of the many services already integrated into your life using the power or augmentation of AI. The difference now is ChatGPT has taken the power of AI, which otherwise required lots of experts, extensive programming to build huge applications, and it's taken that power, and ChatGPT has made these deep machine learning models friendly and accessible to the masses. So now it can be everywhere and used by anyone, which is why it's exploded onto the scene, the fastest of any technology ever. It was 2 years before Twitter reached 1 million users, 10 months for Facebook, 5 months for Spotify, 2.5 months for Instagram. ChatGPT, 5 days. And it reached 100 million users only 2 months after being released. 100 million. The next fastest in tech history is TikTok, which took 9 months, followed by Instagram at 2 years. As the use of AI becomes more pervasive, it will fall on you, the leaders, to future-proof your teams, your enterprise, and your family. Or consequently, you could quickly find yourself, your business, and your family's future sidelined and relegated to obsolescence. As my friend Peter Diamandis put it, by the end of this decade, there are going to be two types of companies: those that are fully utilizing AI and those that are out of business. I hope you understand the gravity and the urgency of adapting to the changes that this platform shift will inevitably bring to our world. Learning to leverage AI will either accelerate you and your success and business, or it will disrupt it. And you get to make that choice right now. Okay, I hope I have done my job. My first job here, which is to stress to you the urgency and importance of this issue. Take a little swig here. Look, I understand. In business, particularly these days, we are constantly being barraged with things that we need to pay attention to, that we need to change, that we need to adjust for, or we need to adapt to. The constant change just seems like it won't freaking stop. And you know what? It won't. But of all the innovations that can have a significant and compounding ripple effect through every area of your business, this is the greatest of our lifetime, at least up to this point. So with all the demands on your attention and priority, which I know they are great, I am suggesting that you immediately move this to the top of your list. And through this time that we'll spend here together today, I will help you make sense of all this faster, okay? I will help you apply it easier and leverage it better. The great news here is most everybody's at the starting line of learning together. We are all at the very beginning of this burgeoning technology release. Most everybody has to learn in real time how all this works and how to make it work for them. But time is of the essence, which is why I have labored to put this session together for all of you. I am working on this as aggressively for my business as I am suggesting that you do for yours. And I'll show you how you can benefit from what I'm doing and what I'm discovering in real time. I'm going to tell you about a skunkworks cohort that I'm putting together, okay? One that you can participate in. I will be incorporating AI throughout my business, communication, and creative process, and you can benefit from my learnings in real time right along with me if you so choose. By the way, when I told my team I was putting together a skunkworks group, most of them needed to learn what skunkworks meant. So if that's you too here, okay, let me explain quickly. skunkworks was the name given by Lockheed Martin's super secret advanced development program. It focused on cutting-edge aerospace technologies. It was designed to operate outside the traditional bureaucracy of large defense contractors, focusing on rapid prototyping, risk-taking, and streamlined decision-making. It was founded in 1943 by Clarence Kelly Johnson, who led the team that developed the United States' first jet fighter, the U-2 spy plane, and the Nighthawk stealth fighter, just to name a few. The skunkworks program exists to this day, and it remains highly secretive and very selective. Only a few hundred employees are able to work on projects that are often classified or confidential, and it's widely regarded as one of the most innovative and successful advanced development programs in aerospace history. That's the kind of group I want to put together for integrating AI, okay? That's the inspiration behind the name skunkworks. I'm going to invite a small group of people to be part of this AI skunkworks cohort. AI is evolving and advancing quickly. New applications are sprouting up all the time, and new, easier ways of incorporating AI are evolving, and it will continue to change the landscape for small to mid-sized business leaders. And since you showed up here to this broadcast, I'll show you how you, if you choose, can get an invitation first, because the number of participants in this working cohort has to be purposely limited. Okay. Now, the next essential to open your mind to the areas of your business that you want to pay attention to where you could apply AI are these, okay? Because this is what your competition will be trying to figure out. So I want to give you a big jump on this strategic thinking. There are 8 places where you want to look for opportunities to apply AI augmentation, efficiency, and acceleration opportunities. These are all the places that I'll be implementing it, and you want to be ready to jot these down, okay? You ready? Take a sip. Flex your fingers. Okay, the first one, it's the most obvious. We've already talked a little bit about it, but it needs to make the list. Number 1 is content creation, okay? In the research phase, ChatGPT can help you brainstorm ideas, think of new angles, hooks, headlines. When writing stories, it can provide feedback and suggested ideas for characters, for settings, for plot lines. It can help you edit your work and fill in content pieces on given topics or keywords. I also like asking for metaphors or analogies that it can come up with. And then ChatGPT can also generate personalized content at scale for users based on their preferences, interests, and past interactions. Just remember, until it is using your data set to draw from, a human expert in the subject still needs to edit the outcome heavily to take its machine-generated mediocrity and give it relevancy, personality, voice, tone, heart, and soul, okay? As I mentioned, this will become really powerful when creating new content, when it's sourcing all your previous content. Let me give you an example, okay? Let me just tell you why I'm so freaking excited, all right? As an example, right now, it takes me literally, this is no hyperbole, 4 to 6 hours. Ask my wife, she sees me do them, to write a 5 to 6 minute Darren Daily. 4 to 6 hours is what it takes for me to write a cohesive 5 to 6 minute Darren Daily. I have to create brand new content whenever I sit down with a new idea. Now, imagine if I had an LLM, a language learning model, trained on the several thousand previous Darren Dailies that I've already written, plus the complete manuscript of The Compound Effect, The Entrepreneur Roller Coaster, Living Your Best Year Ever. What if it also was fed all the video transcripts and all the mentoring sessions that I did for the entire Hero's Journey curriculum, Insane Productivity, Ludicrous, the Eat Fast Pass, and Jumpstart, and the reams and reams of other content that I've written, produced, and published? It could learn my unique philosophy, my perspective. It could capture my voice, personality, tone, pace, sentence structure, humor, and wit. Funny, right? And all I'd have to do now is prompt my hardy AI with a new topic headline, and it could write the perfect 5-minute to the second video script from my perspective, in my voice and unique style. I could probably collapse the 4 to 6 hours that I spend now times 260 episodes a year into 15 to 30 minutes each, if not less, only having to massage it and put a final polish edit on each. That alone would save me 1,300 hours a year, 162 and a half work days a year. Copacabana, here I come. Now, I want you to imagine what that can do for you too, in collapsing all the time that you and all your team are spending writing, reviewing, analyzing, and creating content, creative and communications. Tell me that that is not a radical game changer for your future. That's number one. Okay, the second place to look for augmentation and acceleration. Strategic thinking. Take market analysis. ChatGPT can analyze market trends, build comprehensive competitor SWOT analysis, almost like that, analyze customer behavior to help you make more informed decisions about your business strategy. It can do financial forecasting. It can analyze financial data and provide insights onto revenue growth, profitability, and cash flow management suggestions. It can assess risk management, finding risk mitigation strategies. It could inform you about strategic partnerships, identify and analyze potential partnerships, mergers and acquisitions, find opportunities, evaluate each option's potential upside and downsides. And then number 3, and this is, I think, one of the most opportune: marketing. Market research, let's say. ChatGPT can analyze customer behavior, identify market trends, provide insights into customer needs and preferences, segmentation, make suggestions and design strategies on different customer segmentation and targeting, marketing analytics, analyze campaign performance, identify potential opportunities for improvement. It can perform page tests on your landing pages and your sales pages, provide suggestions to optimize opt-ins and conversions. It can evaluate your entire sales and marketing funnel and suggest optimizations throughout the entire client journey. What used to take a highly specialized, highly skilled, highly paid, and highly difficult to manage CRO, or conversion rate optimization advisor or consultant, will now be able to be performed by AI. All you'll need now is a lesser skilled internal employee to inspect what is expected and oversee the implementation of the optimization suggestions. I cannot tell you how much money this will save and how much this will allow you to improve performance and the added revenue that it will generate for you, even without the increased traffic other implementations of ChatGPT can provide for you. Another one of the huge marketing opportunities AI will make possible is optimizing your email communications and follow-up sequences. You have to know, I have spent a lifetime learning human psychology and behavior and the persuasion and influence mechanisms that drive consumer decision-making and behavior. But it is hard, A, to remember to use each mechanism for each communication in every instance and to do it repeatedly at scale. And B, it's super challenging to teach my team to write and communicate using these mechanisms, which took me a lifetime to learn. But with the use of generative AI, all I or they will have to do is prompt it with the correct influence mechanism. And the AI will know how to use the influence mechanism and generate the desired email copy tied to the stated objective or call to action. For instance, as a social animal, we are actually quite predictable in how we think and behave. A myriad of cognitive and psychological biases influence what we buy and why. Biases like attribution bias, anchoring bias, belief bias, consistency bias, priming bias, self-handicapping bias, confirmation bias, contrast bias, framing effect, the halo bias, endowment bias, attachment bias, etc. All sorts of influence mechanisms can mobilize people into action. Now, imagine if you knew what to use when, specifically related to your product or service, specific to the uniquely identified need, desire, fear, objection, hope, and personal situation of the client you're trying to influence. Think about how much more influential you and every member of your team could be without having to be an expert in all these influence techniques. You'd only need a checklist for knowing what to apply when. That is what I will teach you at this next business masterclass, along with giving you the checklist and how to implement the AI into your operating systems. We'll do that during our AI Skunkworks cohort, okay? I cannot tell you how excited I am to leverage all these influence mechanisms finally. Strategies that I've known and have used individually, having to exert a lot of hard work to do so, and how these can be deployed systematically, systemically, at scale, and in every facet of our business by every one of our team members. The number of people that we can positively influence and help will be incredible. The growth and opportunity this unleashes is almost inconceivable. I hope that you are getting as excited about this for your business and your future as well. ChatGPT can also help you repurpose your persuasive content and communications into your social media marketing, social posts, if you do such things, suggesting the best hashtags and providing insights into engagement optimizations, as well as generating smart ad copy, suggesting the right targeting, providing insights into ad optimizations, etc. Search engine optimization, SEO. ChatGPT can suggest keywords, analyze website structure, suggest the best metadata, and provide insights on on-page and off-page optimization strategies. It's a computer telling you how the computer algorithm is going to be optimized. I mean, what's better than that? So that's number 3, okay? Marketing. You can tell I'm pretty excited about that one. All right, moving through the others faster. Number 4, sales. ChatGPT can assist with lead generation, analyze your sales pipeline flow, assist with customer insights, suggest and create personalized follow-up communications, identify potential upsell or cross-sell opportunities. It can analyze data, help sales teams make more informed decisions and improve performance, even sales training. ChatGPT can generate training materials, quizzes, and assessments to improve sales performance based on the individual needs and deficits and strength builders of each of your salespeople. Number 5, customer service. This one's huge, of course. ChatGPT can provide 24/7, 365 instant responses to almost every question a customer or client could have. And it can be trained on your own data set so that these will be the best, most optimized answers to every question, likely far better answers than your customer service team might be able to provide off the top of their head, and with speed and consistency. And they don't go to sleep, and they don't take vacation, and they never get sick, and they don't talk back. It can be delivered via chatbot or accessible through an AI-powered self-serve knowledge base. Take that, unicorn team. So we can release you to be more human and bring your heart and soul to our business and let the crazy questions be answered by the robots. All right. Obviously, it can analyze customer behavior, feedback, service improvement analysis. It can analyze that feedback behavior and identify pain points and all the rest. Okay. All right. So, bottom line is ChatGPT can positively improve every stage of your client journey to help you deliver wow experience, particularly if you know what it is that you're solving for, which is what I will teach you at BMC. By the way, if you are coming to the May BMC, you don't have to write all of this down, okay? You will get all the answers to the test about how to implement these into all these different areas of your business as part of the curriculum. I'll be walking you through each of these strategies, and I will give you all the prompts to use at every stage of the marketing, sales, and client experience. You'll be able to just go back to your team, hand them the prompt frameworks, do these things at these stages of the process, and with the right prompts, executing the right strategies at the right stages, they will be able to do now what will boggle your mind. You see, before this, it would have been way too overwhelming for you to execute all this post a business masterclass. But with these new tools, I can equip you with so much more strategy that now most anybody in your team can use if they know what to do, when, and to solve for what outcome, okay? Are you getting a sense of how momentous this is and how exciting it is and it can be to your future? And that leads us to number 6, recruiting. ChatGPT can optimize your job descriptions, suggest targeting strategies to find the right people, identify those qualified candidates, screen resumes, score their responses, and automate the qualifying process, helping you significantly optimize, accelerate, and screen out decoys from your recruiting process. ChatGPT can also personalize the onboarding process, monitor a new person's progress, suggest strength zone focuses, and individualize a skill development plan that is unique to that role, to them, and to your organization. Okay? Number 7, leadership. ChatGPT can significantly help you as a leader with your emotional intelligence and your influential communication by analyzing your team dynamics, identifying potential conflicts, skill deficits, and provide insights into collaboration improvement ideas and conflict resolution strategies. It can also assist with the culture development and employee engagement by analyzing work behaviors, personal values, communication styles, leadership styles, and suggest team building activities and engagement strategies. And number 8, operations, okay? This is what has been used for AI up to this point, and it's number 8 on the list now. ChatGPT can help you with your entire internal knowledge management system. Think about how much time you and your team spend looking for files, looking for assets, looking for past communications. I know a big portion of mine, and my team's time is spent looking for stuff, right? It can help you create a record, transcribe, consistently update, and library all your SOPs across your team. Anyone should be able to plug and play in your organization from this point forward. ChatGPT can also automate appointment scheduling, improve your inventory management, manage your supply chain, help you with resource allocations, suggest and manage all sorts of tasks automation, and provide insights and make continual optimizations and suggestions. And I want to give you a bonus, okay? 8.5. This one can be an exponential multiplier to your business. If you weren't already excited before, add this one to the equation. 8.5. International. Okay? I have intentionally restricted our business from going international. Now, plenty of people participate in our business internationally. We have people logged on from dozens of countries right this very second. And during our business masterclass, leaders are with us from at least 24 countries, no matter their time zone, but it is all delivered from the United States and only in English. I have restricted having our programs translated into other languages because A, I think it's a massive disservice to a foreign country and the clients in there to translate the product into a local language, but not fully be prepared to do business in those areas as those areas do business uniquely. This means it is not just translating the product, it is being able to communicate in that language across all your business systems, not just the product, but all your marketing copy, the sales process, the finance, the invoicing, the customer support, the communications, the FAQ, the service, etc. Essentially, when you do, it's translate all your business systems in that language, it's duplicating your entire business platform into that language, which is the reason why I have restricted it up to this point. Also, B, it's not just the general language. It is the regional use of that language and the references used in the product material. They all have to be changed to regional cultural references to be respectful and for the product to be excellent. It's a massive undertaking to do right, which is why I have doggedly restricted us from doing it. But ChatGPT changes all that. It can act as a real-time interface to translate every aspect of sales, marketing, finance, service, support, and all communications into every native regional language. It opens up every macro and micro market to our business, and maybe your business as well, almost instantaneously. Imagine the growth potential that this introduces to you. Again, all these specific tools that we discover and implement to take advantage of these innovations, I will share with our Skunkworks cohort. I'll tell you about that now. So I was recently on a boys trip with my Dirty Dozen group of guy friends in Vegas, and we had 2 full days of intensive roundtable discussions on various important topics of things that are happening, surrounded by, of course, great meals and other shenanigans. But during one of our discussions, I mentioned the various ways that I am looking to implement this new generative AI into our sales and our marketing, our culture, and our operations. I explained how I purposely brought in a new chief of staff whose top R&D project is AI integration. She will hire several AI consultants and specialists to help us with our needs and desired integrations. One of the guys in the group said, "Man, I'd be happy to pay the expenses if you just show me what you figure out, so I can skip all that research and crap and brain damage on trying to figure out what works and just apply what it is that you discover." And then several others chimed in and echoed the sentiment. Later, the idea emerged that there will be many businesses that will need the cliff notes, so to speak, on what it is that I figure out. Certainly every business leader that comes to our business masterclass for sure. And one said, "Hey, why don't you just create a small working group with whom you share your discoveries and applications with exclusively? It will easily save them $100,000 in time and bad advice, plus the frustration and opportunity cost it will cost them and their teams trying to figure it out on their own." So that is what I'm going to do. I will invite a small group of leaders to join this AI Skunkworks cohort. The consultants that we hire to build our solutions, I will share their advice and their counsel with the group. The detail of how these integrations work so that you can model them in your own business. This will be real-time sharing as all this stuff, man, is evolving in real time. Here's the good news though, okay? I won't charge you the $100,000 that they suggested for you to get into this cohort. $10,000 per member seems more reasonable. And the even better news is right now, I won't even be charging the $10,000. Eventually, yes, but not right now. Here's why. I never charge money. I'm never comfortable with charging money for something until I have it 100% packaged, prettied up, and perfected. That is something that you can always trust with us. It's just a matter of pride for us. Excellence is one of our 3 core values. So even though this will be worth way more than $100,000, I'm sure I'll spend way more than that in figuring out how to execute and accelerate the outcome for you. We still won't charge the $10,000 for you to join this cohort for now. For others, maybe later, absolutely. But for you right now, no. So what you do need to be invited into this AI Skunkworks cohort, though, is a seat at our May BMC. Why? Because, as I mentioned earlier, the only way to make this generative AI technology tool work is if you know what you're trying to get it to do. You first need to understand all the sales, marketing, positioning, culture building, and leadership system strategies that you're taught in the BMC curriculum. Otherwise, you will have no idea what you're trying to create using these tools. Without that framework, you just won't know what these generative AI tools are for what strategic objectives, and how to go about prompting them to get the answers that you're looking for. So right now, I'm in the process of doing a radical overhaul on the entire Business Masterclass curriculum, integrating all the ways that generative AI can help you execute the ideas that you draw from the Business Masterclass, because I give you over 500 breakthrough ideas and profit-producing ideas. But how to actually execute on those, leveraging generative AI is going to be the new addition. We used to count tech years like dog years. 1 year equaled 7 years of progress. But I'm telling you now, with AI, we need to count it in Robin years, which age 40 human years every single year. And if you do not have a seat at our May BMC, it's May 8th through the 10th, You need to register quickly when we're done here, okay? Be ready to act fast. We will have a limited number of people who could also be in this special AI Skunkworks cohort in order to keep it orderly and purposeful. So for preparing for this broadcast, I had our team set up a special enrollment page just for those of you who found your way to this broadcast and for those of you who are still on with this, going the distance. If you didn't make it this far with this, we didn't want you in this special cohort. So on the special page that I will give you access to here in a second, not only will that confirm your invitation into our special AI Skunkworks cohort, it will also be your seat at our May BMC. And that's not all, okay? I have packaged a few other special gifts for those of you that are with us here. One is a private training that I did specifically on persuasive communication. This is what will pay you dividends for a lifetime. And this is where I can give you the full communication framework that you'll need to prompt ChatGPT with the various persuasion mechanisms that we have been discussing here, okay? It'll all be in that training and it's the worksheets that go with it, okay? With this framework and the added augmentation of generative AI, you will have the power to persuade and influence in written communication, on audio, video, in person, in order to compel people to step forward, buy more, tell their friends, and champion your cause in ways I'm telling you couldn't do before. And then there's so much more. Also, I'm going to include the training of me walking you through my full shock and awe promotion strategy. Okay, this is a separate training where I walk you through step by step through the 5-phase campaign framework that I use to launch any new promotion or program into the marketplace. And I'm telling you, this alone is priceless. This is how I have had $10 million days when launching new products and programs. Oh, and one more, okay? I'm asked all the time for my advice on writing, packaging, publishing, and promoting a book to become a bestseller. So I did a special training program on that topic called the Best-Selling Author Session, and I will add that to your enrollment also as a gift. So with the AI Skunkworks cohort invitation and just the added gifts that I'm including here, that is $25,000 worth, not even including the value of the actual business masterclass curriculum. Now, I am doing this to attempt to fully equip you with all the tools that you need to fully take advantage of this new platform shift that we're experiencing with the integration of AI into our world. Look, listen. Because generative AI is changing the business market so quickly, if you are not actively taking a step forward and adjusting your business model, your likelihood of failure is increasing exponentially every couple of months here. AI is coming, like it or not. And those who learn to leverage it first will see disproportionate leaps forward in market dominance, and others will needlessly fail. This is why this May Business Masterclass is so important. That is where I can equip global leaders with what they need to know now. The difference between an AI expert and an AI beginner will never be as small as it is right now, ever again. Now is the time to take that step out in front and get ahead of your competition. So to make sure that you're one of them, let me prod you further. I want to make this so that it is financially, intelligently irresponsible for you to not step up for yourself right now. I'm going to do one more thing, okay? We allow our business masterclass alumni to gift a savings to those that they directly refer, to help them be a hero to those that they want to equip with the BMC Advantage. Well, I'm going to give you that gift, okay, from me, a gift code that saves you $2,000. Yes, I'm doing it because I want to be a hero to you as further incentive also to prod you to just go for it. Make the leap and invest in your better future. So with that $2,000 additional savings, instead of paying the normal $10,000 seat price, you can get in for as little as $695 for 12 months. Or you can save some money by choosing the one pay option. Okay, you'll see that option on the page. I hope that you see how hard I am working here with no air conditioning in Miami to make this an easy, no-brainer choice for you. I promise, it is for your own good, not ours. We'll have 1,000 global leaders at our May BMC, whether you choose to come or not. We already know this stuff too, and we're already going to be integrating these tools into our business system. We're putting on this 3-day business masterclass for you. As Michael Dell said to me when interviewing him for Success, he said, you don't have to be a genius or a visionary or even be a college graduate to be successful. You just need a framework and a dream. So here's our deal. You bring the dream, I'll give you the framework to make your dream successful. And you can ask any of our 5,000 plus alumni who have attended before whether it's worth it or not. It's why our ratings are 9.8 out of 10 stars, which is freaking unheard of after 5,000 global leaders have rated it, okay? It's that way for a reason. Okay, here's where to go get your seat. And I encourage you to go right away. You'll want the added benefit of getting into the AI Skunk Works cohort for free that will come with your May BMC. But just understand, okay, if it gets locked out and you're not able to get in, the cohort will have limited capacity and it will close out. So time will be of the essence. The special page that I've had built for you, which has the $25,000 in bonus gifts, the $2,000 of personal referral gift savings from me to you, is at maybmc.com. Okay, that is maybmc, MAYBMC.com. Hopefully you got that. So go now or immediately following our wrap up here. We will talk a lot about how to use and leverage AI as a technology as much as possible systemically to make everything faster, easier, more efficient, scalable, and enjoyable for you and your team so that you and your team can be more human for each other and for the clients that you serve. In other words, I will teach you to use high tech so that you and your business can become more high touch. Being the most human-centered company will become your advantage as we move further into our future. And that will only be possible by properly deploying high tech. That is what you will learn. How to systemize the predictable so that you can humanize the exceptional. How to automate the ordinary so that you and your team of humans can deliver the extraordinary. That is how you will rise to become the market authority, to dominate your industry, to hit your big, hairy, and audacious goals, fulfill your mission, and make your big positive impact in the world. So with that,